Okay, so today I'm gonna be going over my Canny Valley Storm Shield defense. This should cover all the way to 10 and just explain how I built everything. I did make it to SSD 10 with it and then failed endurance. So this is not an endurance thing, this is just an SSD uh, build. It's fairly simple how it's like put together. I did it with my own brain, which proves something. So ignore that. So just I don't think you really need anything around your actual storm shield thing. I did not mean to do that. But it's like fairly. It's not. I don't think you need anything around here. For the south of the storm shield, there's ceiling electric fields, and then there's just tire traps. These are just like insta kill things. And then because of C over here, I needed to build like a little tunnel. So these are just in case if like the guys zombies just get up here. Um, yeah, that kills them. And then moving on over to the west side, it's also fairly simple. Tire traps, they don't really get past these. Every single one of these traps should be at least 106 or the highest level trap that you need. I'm assuming if you're doing an SSD 10, you probably have all the maxed out traps. But wall launchers, and then this is just like an opposite route. I don't think this ever really got used that much, so I don't think I need to go super heavy. And then I don't think any zombies ever made it up here. Um, and if they did, they usually died to the tires or the gas. So there's that. We're gonna move over to the D amplifier and then just work our way around. So the D one is actually like the hardest one for me, because you have that giant drop. It's kind of like the pit in Twine, where it's just more of like endurance instead of killing. But basically, I made an entire tunnel all the way down to the amp, and it's actually fairly simple how it's just a bunch of traps. Just a giant trap tunnel. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out. Over here, the zombies they will come from the side and try and mess you up. But as long as you have, I don't even think you need these electric fields. As long as you have these traps and these wall darts, you should be fine. These are just here just in case if like a husky husk got through. And then over here, this is like the north side. Actually, I'm gonna cover the north side before I cover the actual amp. The north side, there's a giant pit down here, which actually you can use to your advantage. You really only need just a couple of broadsides. I probably should have put way more down here, but you don't. The biggest problem with this entire base itself is smashers. So you just kind of need to sit there and watch out for them. Get them like a sniper or something would be really good. But most of the zombies got shoved down here, and the ones that didn't died to the floor spikes. And then over here, zombies also came, but they never really got past these tire traps. And then, of course, there's the electric fields and the floor spikes. And then this is like the... You don't even need to do this all for your amp base. It's actually like really overkill, but it worked. You don't have to do that. You can just do more of like one of these simpler designs like A, where, yeah. So again, floor spikes all around. Over here on the east, they're actually, well, why did I go over here? Oh yeah, no. So I see where I'm at. So over here on the east, I think zombies do spawn inside of here. And they normally would come out here, but every once in a while a zombie would just walk up here and, you know, they would die to the gas. There's also wooden spikes and shit like that until you get up to here, where the wall darts usually would take everything else out. I don't think anything got past here. This is actually very simple for the north. push trap, wall darts, and then you go up here, you get push trap again, floor spikes, and then wall darts, and all that good shit. This tunnel is fairly simple. I actually wanted to start using floor freeze because it's actually really good with broadsides, but you don't want to use floor freeze with push traps because it actually cancels the floor freeze, I think. It doesn't shove them out. So they usually would get up here, they get pushed out, and it was... And then the thing here, just in case of a propane made it through. I don't think there was ever a propane, but, you know, just have to be careful. Over here for B. B was one of the more complicated ones because it wasn't like A where it was kind of up on a little hill and it was actually really easy to defend. B, you actually, so the east was probably the worst. I think a lot of zombies did go through here, at least for me. And then they would spawn right around here. No, they spawned back there, I think. Oh no, they spawned somewhere around here, and all you really need is a couple electric fields and spike traps, and take them out. This is, I think, the laziest amp coverage I did. And then there's a giant lava shield on top, but if you don't have the C amp down and there's nothing back here, you do need to cover yourself from the south, so, you know, placing wall darts, floor spikes, all that, you should be fine. And then C, probably one of the hardest bases. I just threw down a bunch of floor spikes. I was running out of materials at this point, so I was using 77, but it still works because I think the max they get is 76, which is enough to kill them. Electric fields, there's only 2 of them, but at the most part, you just want to slow them down. Anti-air traps back here, and then another lazy base. This was probably the most risky amp of all. I don't think anything ever spawned back here. But if stuff does spawn back here, I'll go over it real quick. Basically, electric fields, push traps, gas, broadsides, and then tires. Pretty simple there. And then over here, I didn't know, I wasn't very sure about this entire thing, but wall darts, push trap, push trap, push trap, floor spikes, push trap. I probably should have put gas here, but I didn't. Gas, broadsides, spike traps, and push traps. It's just all these traps kind of like go together with this. Some of this stuff I think does break, so maybe take it a layer back on these, but... And then over here, I don't think anything either spawned. I think it was only north that I got attacked from with C, but just in case if anything ever did happen, I did put tire traps here, tire traps over there, and then over here was kind of the main cause of everything, of the entire problem with the guys getting on top of here and crossing over, was it's electric fields, broadsides, and traps. It's fairly simple. Canny Valley is actually not that hard once you kind of know where all the spots you're getting attacked are from. Yeah, I don't have any footage of the actual SSD, but none of these things got hit once. I think the most important thing to stress is probably anti-air traps. Those are like very, very important. I didn't put any over here for some reason. I probably should, but I had a giant lobber shield because I think they would go right there and then they would start throwing, or they would throw over this. I don't know, but I never really had problems with my amps being attacked, so yeah, it was fairly simple. I don't think I'm gonna do SSD for Canny Valley. I kind of already got bored. I did 2 waves of it and then left because I was bored. But yeah, I did this with a team too. I think on the enemy waves, the only thing you really have to worry about, smashers and enemy waves, you should probably attack. But if you do this with like an actual team, I did it with like randoms because I have no friends. But yeah, it was a fairly simple uh, storm shield, and if you just copy what I do, shouldn't be that hard. I'm probably gonna leave all this up because I want to. Yeah, it's probably all gonna be left up. But that is it for me. Uh, yeah, I beat Canny SSD 10, which is kind of weird because I already did uh, Stoneward Endurance, but I did it on someone. I did it on a random's Storm Shield, so I don't have the thing, but I have the banner. But yeah, that's really it. It wasn't that hard, and I don't even think you have to copy my builds. I mean, there's flaws in here. I had to go back and I was fixing stuff constantly, so there might still be flaws, but for the most part, I feel like it should be fine. But yeah, that is my thing. I might make an endurance video. I don't know, but yeah, take care.